Hello world, this is Zan playing TLC Endworld as a Niagara. Uh, I'm a little bit tired and fallen over today, so there may be a few more mistakes in this episode and possibly the next one due to that, just because I'm the last one right now to be submitting the turn. It's about 17 hours to the next one. I'm not gonna make everyone wait, so I'm gonna wing it as best I can. And then, if you are the last one to submit your turn, you have to take the honorable route and also a double turn. So as soon as this rolls over, you do the next one because that's just that's what you do. So we're gonna have two turns back to back of tired Zan doing his best to not muck up everything else I've done so far. Right. So we've got two of my cap onlys teleporting to these Katekian steppes because there is going to be a big battle there this turn. If you remember, I owned that province, and Ind has now moved in, so that's the big fight happening. Also, I've been getting pinged. I've been out today, and I've been getting pinged since 8 in the morning about this huge battle that was a costly victory, and I lost so many troops. So coming in, I know that I'm gonna win this battle, but it's going to be very bloody. This is what I know so far, and we'll get there and find out. So we cast a bunch of Auspex because I found out it was just two air gems, and I have a bunch. And an air 1 mage can cast it, which is also kind of weird. It's something to do with the TLC mod. I should have read probably all the things, but I can't remember any of that. Wow, I channeled full Grippa, casting 1, 2, 3, 4, many sight searching spells, and all I find is a single copper idol. So one air gem per turn. Yikes. And then I fail the manual searches as well. Lovely. Okay, there's a battle on Man, who has been walloping Tianchi so far, and it looks like Tianchi is unhappy about that, has brought in some Bone Tribe. Bone Tribe would probably do real good against the Horned Serpents. Looks like Man is not patrolling. Brought in the Cavalry, brought in a ton of mages to make a communion. What an interesting choice for Master. So, a humongous communion, and a bunch of Sacreds. Interesting. And is he gonna Strength of Giants? Yeah, that's spooky. That's a pretty heavy hitting falchion. No, and there are the mind burns. Okay, cool. That'll do work against the snakes. And now moving in, let's have our big battle in this Katekian step. So, turn one, all the Ind troops auto bless themselves, which again, their bless is mainly Farcaster, and I hit you very hard. A very good bless. Normally, something I would usually take. The few issues they have is they don't have magic weapons on their dudes, and they already have these guys, these Gog Reavers, and Gog Reavers already fill the I hit you very hard roll by having 3 attacks each, and then they berserk +4. So like this broadsword hits for 25 when they're berserking at attack skill 16. They're quite nonsense units. They're really expensive. So 22 gold a year means it's probably like 20, 30 maybe to upkeep. My math is legendary. Um, these are really, really good units, especially if you give them buffs, just because it's 3 really, really hard hitting attacks on 22 hit points. The main thing is they have little to no head armor, and they're undisciplined, I think, right? Yeah, they're undisciplined, so it's hard to buff them. But if you buff them, these is probably one of the best kind of units they can get. What else has he got? He's got these little ladies. These. Hmm. Okay. Apparently he has super thugs. So Mace of Eruption to kill regular units, Serpent Chris's to kill anti-thugs, resistance to everything, a ton of strength boosting items, magic resistance items. Holy cow. Another one? Oh my god. Okay, I see you. Okay. Well, that's the end army. He does look like he brought a bunch of mages. So there's probably going to be some super huge communion going on here that's going to drop rocks or soul slay me. Meanwhile, we have a more busted version of the formation I had before. Uh, Definitely, since switching to double lines, it looks a lot more dense rather than long, so I'm more susceptible to being flanked. I don't think I will get flanked. It looks like his army is just going to gun straight into, or barrel straight into mine, which is good. That's what I want because I have my hoplite lines of a mixture of the basic, nondescript hoplites that come in stacks of 4 per square, and my heart companions, which come in stacks of 3 per square, but hit significantly harder. Although they do have hit harder, have more hit points, but about the exact same armor essentially. Um, Toward the front line, I do have some mages in essentially harm's way. Some random cavalry that is probably someone's bodyguard. The Hoburg Brigade, led by Fordo Boggett with his Baneblade. The Magma Child that comes with this Magma Scepter that I found on the ground. And yeah, so I got my cavalry contingent. I have a bunch of indie longbowmen and slingers that I just happen to have. Because I have this Crystal Sorceress, she's going to be casting Wind Guide. One of my mystics, the Magma Scepter guy, is going to cast Flaming Arrows, so we're going to have Wind Guided Flaming Arrows. I don't remember if I started casting Strength of Giants on the longbows, but that'll also give them a boost. And yeah. Oh, and then we have my own Super Thug over here. Cool. Oh, wait, let's not fast forward that. So, these guys with no head armor, no shields. Archers are pretty mean to them. And it looks like, yeah, all I'm really doing is pissing them off. Because now they're going to come in and their first attacks are going to be these absurdly hard-hitting swings. And then Bergmeister guards usually would be a great counter to this due to their absurdly high defense skill, but 18 defense skill is not even that great when compared to this. Okay. Looks like I've hit him now. Okay, so now Wind Guide is up, Flaming Arrows is up. What's this? Divine Channeling. That must be an end thing. It looks like he's casting, is that Legions of Steel? Yeah, he's casting Legions of Steel. Okay, so my cavalry runs into the melee rather than running to the back. And that's probably not where they want to stand. We have Frozen Hearts coming out. Oh, are they baited? His Frozen Hearts? I hope not. Oh, those are his Soul Slays. So it's just a big Soul Slay communion. Okay. I have everything kind of in slow motion because a lot is happening in every part of the field. Okay, we have Alexandros, the Conqueror, moving out to go do thug things with his quickened, lucky ethereal. And he's going to go and counter this thug. But she's going to be shock resistant. Oh no, and she has a lot of protection too. Yeah, if she's shock resistant, Alexandros is not going to be able to kill her. If he had a great sword of sharpness, he could, but not with that lightning spear. Okay, on this flank, it looks like my cavalry has routed, been just completely decimated by the Soul Slays and the God Reavers. However, my front line now is going to be these mostly ethereal, sometimes ethereal wooden warriors, and Legions of Steel hoplites. Hopefully they get lucky. Yeah, like these guys are lucky. But it looks like they're not ethereal. And just body ethereal in general is going to do wonders here. Because not even the soldier priests have magic weapons in their blast, only the Baculites. Which there shouldn't be too many. I think you can put 1 or 2 a turn. In the meantime, we've got Earth Melds going out. The Flaming Arrow longbowmen are firing at close range. I think over here that was Legions of Steel. Yeah, I need Strength Giants, not Legions of Steel in this case. These Cyclopes that Ind can actually summon, which is they're good HP sponges or things that get Soul Slayed. Although they have so many hit points, I don't know if you want them to get Soul Slayed. That volley just tearing them up. Okay, over here we do have some of the Indish forces going off flanks, and that's not good. Having like this chick, the super thug, go to the back line would be bad. Speaking of, yeah, Alexandros got wrecked. He almost died. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know where these guys are going. Earthmeld doing work. Yeah, so it's the hoplites themselves. Yeah, as you see, the hoplites aren't really doing any of the kills. It's mainly the longbowmen just shooting in, but at close range with the wind guide precision. Yeah, that's what's doing all the work here. It's these longbowmen. Yeah, that's a good shot, whatever that is. Nope, Frozen Heart's coming out. Still don't know where these guys are going. Darn super thug. Oh, but she's routing. Okay, so we're good. So that means the inn must be yeah. Luckily, no rocks were dropped, so it was all soul slays, which is interesting. Okay, yeah, and the soul slays, the frozen hearts can come out. Oh, that right there, this little thing is destruction. Destruction's kind of nice. It breaks all your stuff. So this guy, Mirror Guard, if there's another one, he should be at 15 prot with the shield and his 18 prot helmet. But if you go to this other guy, it breaks it all in half, which is huge. It just breaks your armor in half. Shoot, Soul Slay still coming out. Oh, that must have been the last Soul Slay of the game from Ind. And now we just chase them down. The hoplite line with the ethereal, lucky, steel hoplite line has been able to survive. This guy, for example, is probably just rolling luck checks over and over and over again. Or just not getting hit. That works. Oh, we have this one super thug fighting over here. In the mosh pit of longbowmen with their short swords. Although a 16 damage short sword isn't bad. 28 protection though is kind of a lot. And the other thug is down here, trying to route, but with a combat speed of 5, that's going to take her a minute. She got what, oh, she's blind. Yes, because Alteration 6 lets your fire mages also cast Blindless. Oh, looks like Super Thug up there got stabbed down finally. Yeah, your fire mages with Alteration 6 can cast Blindness. It's not Frozen Heart that's going to kill someone, but -9 attack and defense is pretty neat. Apparently she still has enough attack skill though. That's scary. Okay, so they're just chasing things off, and once this chick is gone, she's berserking and enraged, so she's not going to retreat. She's going to fight forever. And yeah, I don't know if these Wolf Tribe without Legions of Steel will be able to kill her. This person, 20 damage short sword maybe, or just the Frozen Hearts. Those keep coming down. Oh, this mage is trying to use Charm Animal. Yeah, that would have been... Oh, imagine I would have charmed her. That would have been great. So, we win the Battle of the Skatekian Steppe. We find almost all of the gear that was found on the field. A Bane Blade means my... Yeah. So the Holberg champion died. And then just a bunch of armor from the Magog Super Thugs, which some of this might find its way onto our fair lady, the Face of Kirby 1, because Brimstone Boots give her extra strength, and she scales very well off of strength because of her multi-attack snake hair thing. So that's pretty neat. End result is they lose 4 sages only. It's probably they probably just blew up like their own communion, or some of it, because I don't think I had anything get to their back line, and longbowmen were distracted. They lose all the Baculites, all the Cyclops, every single God Griever died, which is good. These guys, yeah, okay, so 28 gold, so they're expensive. Most of the Mirror Guard, almost all of their Soldier Priests. This is recovering from this in a normal fight would be near impossible. I mean, it would take a very significant amount of time to recover from this. But the fact that this was in their cap circle, Ind is not going to be able to recover. Okay, so coming down, my losses, I lose the Hoburg champion and 2 Mystics. Fair. All of the Hoburgs, the Burgmeister guards, who engaged, bravely fought off the God Grievers as long as they could before any buffs got on them. If I would have given them luck, they might have lived longer. But hey, they did their purpose of distracting those God Grievers. They will be honored. My cavalry, which decided that they should probably be going and attacking the Indish shock troops, all got murdered. That's on them. Although you'd expect lances to probably do real good against God Grievers. That is weird, especially because they were already berserking. They should have had no strength, so those lances should have done more than it did. The Heart Companions, 2-to-1 kill to death ratio, which is kind of good, especially considering, so what, a 17 damage long spear when they're enlarged? It's not bad. I mean, it's not their role. Same with the regular hoplites. They did a 1-to-1 ratio. But they're not there to kill things. They're there to do exactly what they did, is just stop things from getting to the back line, which should be mages, but the king of this fight were these longbowmen. These little indie longbowmen I had been recruiting with precision from Wind Guide and flaming arrows, and the slingers. You know what? The slingers too. Actually, really well on the slingers. 14 of them, they got 20 kills. That's good. They did as well as the longbowmen, pound for pound, because that would be you could say it would be 28 and 42. So 42 slingers would have gotten about 60 kills. So pound for pound, they did as good as the longbowmen at that close range. I guess the blunt damage, probably the head hits on the God Reavers, actually. Oh, oops. And then all the elephants died. Cool. I don't have to pay their upkeep. Yeah, that was a battle. And let's check. So we get Wagyu the Bear Tribe Shaman. Kritia Vineyard, I get 335 gold, more gems, and a Smasher. Smashers might be neat this game because Ermor was talking crap that their Pretender God is a immobile statue thing. And then also lesser known is the Skeleton Knights that he uses are also inanimates, which get damage on hit by a Smasher rather than on damage. Oh, well, that's crap. Okay, Flossy Fields. Okay, up here by this dingus. Okay, that's fine. I will give this guy what I've got, and he can patrol, plus the already high PD, and they'll figure it out. My scout finally gets caught by Machaka's army, which isn't even that large. We clear a bunch of battle afflictions, patrol out a bunch of brigands, and buy all the mercenaries. Cool. So what did that look like on the armor size graphs for in deny? Yikes. So there was a moment where we had about the same size army, and it looks like he lost everything. Meanwhile, we will rebuild. Okay, that's pretty cool. How's research? How's everyone's research doing? This is the other big thing. Okay, I'm still cementing my lead over Naba. It's probably the alcos I'm building, and maybe he's. Actually, no. Yeah, you know what? Naba started fighting Ermor. They mentioned that in the Discord as well. Cool. Scarily enough, though, Ermor down here is starting to catch up. So kind of good thing that I went over and stole that throne. We don't want Ermor to do this. What else is going on? The income graph's important because Tianqi will be at 2 capitals soon. So he's already the second highest income. So this is going to be the big colossal war. It's going to be both of us fighting each other, and he's actually going to have a huge, huge advantage in that war because Well, it depends if he uses Magic Duel. If he uses Magic Duel on me, yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad because he gets Astral 1 mages or Astral 1 Earth 1 mages for 65 gold. And he can just Magic Duel my 135 gold mystics all day, every day. The advantage is Magic Duel now is Astral 1 to cast with 2 gems as a requirement. So essentially, he needs to cast Light of the Northern Star first to make all his Astral Mages Astral 2, and then cast Magic Duel. And each Magic Duel will cost him 2 gems. So it is pricier. It is very pricey to do that. All right. So finally, to give orders to people, we have Tol's Ghost preaching up here. Oh, how's the actual research? I don't know if I can hit that. We'll find out. We will find out. You actually dark knowledge the spot because that's where it's a mountain, which might have some fancy sights. Okay, this is the Skatekian Steppe. We need to move things around. Like I guess I might thug these horse tribe chiefs because I got no one else here. We'll get these boots over to the scout. Elemental armor would be kind of neat on what's her face? The face of Kirby 1. What's her face? The face of Kirby. She's got things to do this turn. She's gonna need to take this from Alexandros. Cool. He would be a great person to give some of these items to, but he ran away. Coward. Let's see. That's a lot of reinvigoration, though. I kind of like that. That guy's already got a two-handed sword. And the big beefy armor. Only got one helmet? Oof. I mean, they got good helmets. That's fine. That's kind of fine. I know you don't want the Serpent Chris. Give that there. Give that there. These Brimstone boots. Okay, so we're sending one of them out. The other one can go to... that's a great question. Put on the troll. Like, thug out the troll with all this gear, but then I don't keep it because he's a mercenary. Unless he dies. Which could be arranged. Oh, that might... He's just gonna get soul slayed. And then if somebody else buys him, it would be hilarious. If I deck this guy out with some of this free gear, like this Baneblade, and the elemental armor and the brimstone or the brimstone boots would be pretty good to negate his fire resistance. Elemental armor to give him bug out this troll. If I needed actual thug work, I would totally do that. As it stands, let me give this Chris to Scout as well. You can ship all this stuff out of here. Okay, I think this is how we will move forward. Not you. Okay, everyone else is going to go that way. I did remember he did PD dump that. Oh no. Alexandros left. Oh, shoot. Alexandros is the commander of all of this mess of units, and he's left the battlefield. Okay, so the big fight on top of Inn's capital. Oh no. Okay, we can do this. We'll be fine, maybe. Okay, let's get all of those. Oh look, I did keep one of these guys. Oh nice. Okay, so he's maxed out on units. This guy's got nobody. Perfect. Okay, and then the rest of the hoplites. Anyone else command? Yes, this priestess can be a commander. Let me give her two of these for the banner effect. You definitely need guard commander. You don't particularly need guard commander, but there was a moment where I got flanked, so you know what? I'll keep it. The rest of this. You can't give it to the mercs. I'll just put him in a thing on his own there. And I don't really have anywhere to put slingers. 4 slingers on their own is kind of bad. I'll just put them on this guy and do that. Okay. Okay, we also need to spread our gems out. I don't have any earth gems. That's bad. You can't earth power, which sucks, but that's okay. You can't wind guide. I didn't bring in any extra air gems. I'm a fool. Oh, crud. I'm a fool. Well, I hope this next fight coming up is not a large fight. Crap. All I can say about that. Okay, we do have nature gems though. That's cool. It's that one dude by himself. Okay. Uh, I'm really happy I got most of his units out then, because not having the big leader is spooking me a little bit. Okay. Okay. Alright, can that end 2-1? Can he do anything really, really fancy? No, we don't want to do any of that. Okay. Um, this is kind of a hodgepodge, but hey, I'll do what I can. I don't want to send Kirby 1 into this big PD dump because they might Soul Slay her. So I'll send her into the Farm of Plenty, but I won't be able to trace income from it. I won't be able to trace income from it because I need something to take Grog's Rock. And really, there's not someone I have for that right now. That's kind of unfortunate. Your job was to build this throne, or this temple. Over here in Ordos Groves, I started building Mystics. I should be building Bone Readers. Because I'll use those Bone Readers to... Each of them will do, like, Dust to Dust against Armor. Alexandros. I guess you can take these Cardaces. I don't know if they can reach, yeah. Oh. I guess he can take nobody and just go on his own. We'll give him the Sword of Sharpness in case he ends up fighting another problem. And we'll just keep him here. He can hold the whole time, make sure he gets every buff possible. Okay, this guy searched 2 over here, failed. So we'll come down here and search 2 again. This guy searched normally. You built something. This guy was probably casting Dark Knowledge. Orcus Groves is another one that might be good to do it on. Like the big forests are good spots for potential death sites. You just site search. I have my boots still lying around. Okay, I sent my 1 pair of boots out. You guys can all site search except for you, who can get started on, I guess, the Cactustan Forest. Move them into Arco, because it's going to have the biggest research goal. Oh, that's it. That's all my dark knowledges. So just site search where you are. Move into the Floisius Flats, because it looks like Ermor is marching in. This guy, I guess, was here to bring in some hoplites. So, you can do that. Grab them, and you go. Whereas now you can drop them off and go back. He failed to find anything, but he's no longer diseased. Perfect. Cool. All of these chicks can start researching again. We have some alcohols that need to get distributed. I don't want to move these troops out of there in case TNG decides I'm his next target. What I will say that could be useful is bringing in these horse tribe. These guys stay here forever. What's your map move? 20? Get rid of you guys. Get rid of you guys. These Pegasus riders could be useful in some fights, so I'm going to bring them. This guy, I'm going to have him move here. I need these units into Morai's Grace, because we were already prepping our next army, who we will actually march it down right now. The exception being no ranged units. To build more items. Shoot, what do I need to build? Oh, this chick needs more equipment. That's for damn sure. I'm about to get Construction 6. In Construction 6, there's a headpiece. I know I want to get her. The miscellaneous slots are kind of light. The full plate is kind of light. The lightning sphere is kind of light. She can use like a firebrand maybe. I don't know. Honestly, even a cold brand might be good. A frost brand for the 5 cold resistance. I'd have to see what item I could build turn to do that really well. I'd have to wait until next turn. Over here, we're at supply used 100. There's definitely going to be 100 supplies on Ind. Okay. Here we can go back to recruiting mystics. Got our longbows, got our hoplites. Second army is on the move down to the barony of R. We're going to get this out. What I might want to do, I didn't like how crippling having Alexandros run away was, so let's get me more Cardaces and a Strategos. Once we take Ind's capital, we can probably build a handful of these guys, and they're actually not going to be old age because the Fountain of Youth is there. And the way it works is that when you recruit the mages, it takes into account this slowdown of aging, which is kind of neat. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. All right. Site searching was that was painful. I think I found most of the air sites, so I probably shouldn't do that again. But hey, my air income is actually pretty darn good. Next chance I get, I'll rename her or something and get her to be Air 3 so I can get the Doween Gorm and have something that can go underwater. Let's see. So I had Litos over here doing his Astral 3. I don't know if I was doing that anywhere else, and I probably should be. Have this guy do it now that he's, I don't care this weekend. Yeah, just something like that. And have him just go around and site search more Astral 3. Okay, so we'll have 2 of these guys doing that. Cool. Recruiting another one. Like I said, I don't know what to build right now. I know, like I said, I know for a fact I'm going to replace her head slot with something new. Yeah, just going to wait for her to get to the next level. So in the meantime, I guess I'll just build another alcohol. That's a smasher. Build another alcohol. Actually, I'm going to have to do this because I know I'm really bad at doing that. Okay, and then distribute these to. Your job is to research forever. And some of these are pretty good. Okay, I think that's most of our units. We had this guy just kind of sit back and preach here in the barony of R. So in the next turn, it should swap over to my dominion. Yeah, I'll let him preach another turn. Got all the mercenaries. Everyone has been moved. Maybe I should just go hit Grog's Rock, but I don't want. Yeah, because I can't trace income anyways. And this is it's even lesser dominion. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna move him to the Skatekian Steppe. The sooner I get my dominion out here, the more operations the Face of Kirby one can do, especially in the Barony of R. I can get that to have more dominion. Might even be worth bringing these chicks over to Preach, because it's going to be this weird little gap. How's my research? Yeah, so I'm not hitting Construction 6 this turn. If I have you guys stop. If I have you stop. If I have you stop. Okay, I'm going to hit Construction 6 this turn. And it's just a matter of the way I do it. Glib does not particularly need to search this site. Okay, there you go. Construction 6. Lightless lanterns for everyone starting next turn. That'll be good. That'll be real good. Oh, there's a frostband right here. Do that. Now she loses her shock resistance and gains cold resistance, but she's casting Iron Skin. So yeah. I didn't like how much fatigue this left her at, this whole script. And it's because of the spellcasting encumbrance from having the shield, mind you. But shield important, gives her fire shield. Yeah. I think we'll just do that. I hope she doesn't run into these mages, and if she does, what I can do is cast Iron Will, and then do the Earth Power, Temper Flesh, whatever, and then attack rear. I hope she doesn't get Soul Slayed. That'd be ridiculously embarrassing if she gets Soul Slayed running into this. But I'm hoping that his command this turn for this army is moving to High Watch. And if it isn't, I'll just be sad. I'll just be pretty darn sad. Okay, so that's a turn. I'm going to hit end turn, and that's going to flip over. So, see you guys on turn 30.